Larry Paul was born on the 19th of April 1952 and died on the 9th of October 2017. He was a British boxer who was the first to hold the British light middleweight title, holding it between September 1973 and November. He was born in Liverpool in 1952 to a white Irish mother and Trinidadian father. Larry Paul took up boxing at the age of 14 at the Florence Institute and went on to have a successful amateur career in which he lost only 10 of his 110 fights, represented England, and won junior and senior titles. He turned professional in 1973 and relocated to Shrewsbury. After winning his first 7 fights, including victories over former Spanish welterweight champion Antonio Torres, Don McMillan, and Pat Dwyer, he faced Bobby Arthur in September 1973 for the inaugural British light middleweight title. Paul knocked Arthur out in the 10th round to become British champion. He defended the title successfully in April 1974 against Gavin White, and made a second defense in September against Maurice Hope. Hope knocked Paul out in the 8th round to take the title. In March 1975 he faced Alan Minter at the Royal Albert Hall, losing by only half a point over 10 rounds. In September he met Hope again for the British title, this time Hope stopping him in the 4th round. He moved down to welterweight to challenge Peter Morris for the vacant Babovka Midlands area title, winning after Morris retired after 2 rounds. Back at light middleweight, Paul won a final eliminator for the British title in May 1977 against Pat Thomas, with Thomas disqualified for persistent holding, setting up a challenge for Jimmy Batten's title in October. Batten stopped Paul in the 4th round at the Royal Albert Hall to retain the title. Only 5 weeks later Paul travelled to Milan to face WBC world champion Rocky Matteli in a non-title fight, losing the fight on points. 8 days later he faced German champion Frank Wissenbach in Berlin, losing via a second-round knockout. In April 1978 he had his final fight, a points victory over Joe Jackson in Coventry.